Did she feel it?
Yeah, there it is.
I feel something.
Yeah.
I feel something moving.
That's a baby.
Oh my gosh.
So the second trimester is super awesome because you can tell people that you're pregnant, right? So
Yes.
we spent like 2 weeks calling and FaceTiming and telling people in person that we were pregnant.
Crazy time.
Yes, it was a
called
lot of fun.
Almost 50 people.
And we compiled a video of like everyone's reaction because like people were expecting, like it's like, oh hey, can we FaceTime? And people were probably like, they're pregnant.
What news do they have? Like,
But
what
when we
else?
said twins,
That
they were
was
like,
the best.
oh my gosh.
We had a double surprise for everyone. It was so fun.
It was the best.
Yeah.
So we actually like, if you click up here or over there or whatever, you can check out the surprise reaction video. So it was
fun.
pretty awesome.
Then I would also say with the second trimester came some really great ultrasound pictures. Like how cute like their little profiles were.
Yeah.
Like you could really like see like how they were developing and like, you know, that we'd soon be meeting them in a few months.
I know they weren't just like little blobs; they started to look like humans. You know, they had a profile, and it was really
adorable. Just want to pinch their little cheeks. And
I
you
know.
can't yet.
Something that was super unique about this pregnancy was that it was Christmas time, and Christmas is an awesome season. So we went to the mall one day and picked up this ornament. Super cute ornament, right? You know, blonde hair and brown hair. And that's us with the tree on it. Amory had enough energy that she could host my family over, and we got to decorate the Christmas tree and do all that awesome stuff.
Definitely had like a more energy come the second trimester. Although I have to say, I was like really hoping for morning sickness to end at the beginning of the second trimester, but it didn't happen for me. I probably went on with all day sickness till at least 16 weeks, twice a day, at least getting sick. Not fun, but some people have a whole pregnancy of morning sickness, so I am not like complaining. Thank God it ended around 16 weeks. I was in the clear after that. So that was a blessing.
Yeah, that was super awesome.
But of course it was so funny, like at my doctor's appointments, you know, asking how I was doing and stuff. You know, and I was like, well, morning sickness has been kind of rough. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot to kind of mention,
you're going to have twice the amount.
having twins may increase that. So I was like, oh, well, good to know. Like, figured it out myself, of course.
Yeah.
But, oh, man. And then definitely a time when the registry research was starting. My sister was a huge help in that. And I watched, like, several YouTube videos. That was fun. Just the baby essentials, twin essentials. Like, I definitely was trying to go the more simplistic and quality route. And I think we did a pretty good job. We ended up registering on Amazon and Babylist.
It's crazy how many baby things there are out there. It's like,
yeah.
holy cow.
And we'll figure out, you know, if we got all those things and what we need still. But I mean, I think we're doing pretty well with what we have.
Something that was really neat was that you could see the bump. Like the bump was starting to be more visible. You know, the first trimester you can't really tell with a lot of ladies, and you could see it.
Belly.
Oh my god.
Such a big belly. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine it getting like twice as big. Whoa.
Oh, it's so soft.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dan, do you like that belly?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it big?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Ew, your belly button is like fully.
It's gonna pop out.
I know, I don't like that though.
Pop out.
How is
That's what happens.
We also had the gender reveal at 18 weeks. So we didn't find out about the gender before the actual reveal. And I would highly recommend that because it's awesome when you're finding out about the gender with everyone else.
So at the ultrasound, we asked the ultrasound tech to put the gender in an envelope. And so I gave it to a dear friend who helped plan the actual details of the reveal so we wouldn't know. That was really
Great
cool.
decision.
Yeah. And then at 19 weeks, the baby started moving. This was really exciting. I got like really emotional the first time I felt them. And who did I call, of course, but Ray. I was actually working from home and I felt like movement and I was like, oh my gosh, was that like what I think it was? And I called Ray and I was all like tearful. I was like, Ray,
What else?
felt that move.
And like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, you know?
It was really special. I'm glad you answered.
I know, me too. I was thinking like, wow, I'm so glad I answered, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I always love answering my life.
No, when you're at your desk.
Exactly.
So that was really cool.
Later on, like 21 weeks, they really started moving around.
Yeah.
And-
Especially like when I was going to bed and stuff and I was like resting. When I was like moving around, like you wouldn't feel them. But when I finally laid down for the day, that's when you started feeling the little kicks and punches and it was so sweet.
Even sitting down. right?
Yeah.
So in this video, you'll see Christina feeling the kick.
Did you feel it?
Yeah, there it is.
I feel something.
Yeah.
I feel something moving.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
My turn.
Yeah.
Christina, isn't that amazing?
You're moving.
The babies.
My turn.
It's the
Oh,
babies.
go
too,
after
so
me, true.
definitely
No,
the
I
babies.
call that.
All of you girls move
They
like
might try
that.
to fly
All of you
like
kids move
holding
like
hands.
that.
I have the warmest hands right now out of all of you.
It's because you've been rubbing your belly. You're like,
I know, it's true.
So that was really awesome. And also during this trimester, we did a lot of traveling, New Jersey,
Yeah.
San Diego, different places around Kentucky and stuff like that.
Right, yep.
And it was really like probably the easiest trimester of all of them.
Yeah.
So it was like really conducive for,
Energy increased, and it wasn't too big.
it's such an interesting like paradigm because it's like, wow, you like have a belly, but you're like super energetic.
Yeah.
Like that was really neat.
Yeah. And I definitely wasn't like super like on top of getting the belly pictures, but the ones that I did get, I'm happy about. So
We had this thing where we're like, oh, let's take the belly picture on Sunday, which was like the next week mark.
we were not very consistent.
It was so bad.
But I think we got enough documentation, which you'll see like kind of throughout this video.
Yeah.
So, and then not so fun parts. I did experience some Charlie horses, so like muscle tension. When I woke up in the morning, like I would like stretch, and I would say like maybe once a week this would happen. Like my right calf, I would just like stretch, and then like all of a sudden, Charlie horse, and I was like, oh, this really hurts. And in my mind, I was like, okay, prepare for contractions. I was like, breathe. Like, you're supposed to breathe when you have tension. So I would like literally view the Charlie horses as like practice for contractions. So we'll see how that helps with my labor and
Hopefully
delivery.
it was beneficial, right?
I hope so. Just like breathe in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe out. Because so often you sort of like hold your breath because it's
Yeah,
like
you're
so
like,
painful.
If I hold my breath, it'll stop.
Oh no, it's the worst. But you know, they only last for like 30 seconds to a minute. Just like contractions, so I mean, perfect practice. So I'll let you know how that plays out, you know, that practice. And then I get bloody noses sometimes in the morning. So just like weird congestion stuff, almost like allergies, just like always needing tissues around, I would say. So fun pregnancy things.
But if you're in your second trimester, hopefully some of the things we shared
Yeah.
will give you some hope that it's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
It's
a
gonna
lot
get
of
better
joy.
for sure.
Yeah,
And then you can check out our third trimester video.
that's right.
So hope you have an amazing day, and God love you.